Hello, and welcome to the Veterans Hands Network podcast, where we discuss veteran struggles, challenges, accomplishments, success, including health. I'm a veteran and an American Legion. I'm former Army Specialist, Marshall Moss. And on today's podcast, we're going to discuss the COVID vaccine, the changing of the names of the different forts, and the sensational Amanda Garden. So, let's get started. Okay, veterans. The Veterans Administration Hospital is still asking all vets to arrive 15 minutes prior to your appointment. And if you are in need for a COVID vaccine, now is the time to get registered. Talk with your primary care doctor. They'll be glad to take your name to enroll you so that you may be on the list for the COVID vaccine. Now, I know a lot of our family members and veterans are skeptical about taking the vaccine shot. However, there's going to be something that all of us are going to have to end up having anyway. If you're going to go traveling on airplanes or buses, trains, what have you, even some jobs are going to be requiring it. So in the long run, you will have to be vaccinated. So don't put yourself out there to where you may be a victim of COVID-19 because it was still on a rampage. Now, before I came here today, I had my mask on, you see, and now they talking about double masking. I got two masks. I had two masks on. I had this one on before I came in, and I had this one on. And I took one off and put one here, and I put the other one over here. But it's okay to wear two masks. It's time to double up because it is real. And I know a lot of our people are very skeptical about taking the vaccine, but I tell you, family members, service members, all of us are going to have to get this vaccine because it's still running rapid. I know a lot of us have skepticism because of the Tuskegee incident, but it's going to be you're going to have to take it. It's going to have to be done. You're going to have to take it sooner or later, one way or the other. Even we got our veterans in jail. There's a lot of veterans in jail and just people incarcerated in general that's sitting on top of each other that can't get it vaccinated. I mean, and so what is the world coming to? Even the people in jail that's locked up, incarcerated, something's going to have to give. So don't chance it. Sign up with your primary care doctor at this point now so that you may be vaccinated. Because I want to keep all of my veterans and your family members, loved ones, kin and kind, and all. I like to see you all vaccinated. I'm registered to get my shot. One of my American Legion friends, Conrad's, Rufus Shannon, he has already received his COVID vaccine, and he's doing fine. I'm watching him on a daily basis to see how he's doing after having the shot and so forth. It's been a week and a half now or more, and he's doing just great. I hope it doesn't change his DNA or change him. I don't think so. It hasn't did it so far. So therefore, I'm in line, and you should be also, because it's something that's going to have to happen. So therefore, do register with your primary care doctor. All my veterans and your family members, have them to contact the officials so they can be vaccinated as well. We want to keep healthy and do our part. Continue to stay safe. Double mask. Two masks in one. Double up. It's still affecting and it's running rapidly throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area and abroad. So we ask that you do take the time out, get yourself registered so that you may be vaccinated and stay COVID free. Shall we continue? Now on to changing of the forts. Fort Bragg, Fort Hood. Those are just a couple names of the different forts across the United States they're considering closing due to they're not going to close them. They're just going to change the names. Let me get that right. They're not going to close them. They're just going to change the names. So, they're like Ulysses Grant, for instance. He was a slave owner, and he was a veteran, but they're trying to tear some of this racial and tidiness, tidy and madness. It's just trying to build it up, make things better. That's just what they're really trying to do. Make things better by changing the names. And there's nothing wrong with that. Second upgrade. I would like to see it change to maybe Thurgood Marshall. Or maybe Powell. Something, I'm not sure, but maybe you all can call in and let us know what you think some of the names should be. We're going to find out who and how we can get our voices heard so some of our names could be considered for the name changes of the different forts. There's going to be lots of struggling going on to get those names changed and everybody feel appropriate. But we're going to look forward to that happening because it's going to be done, and we would like to have some input into it as well. Am I right, veterans? Sure, we would. Okay, and on January the 6th, what happened at the state capitol was outlandish. But a few days later, Amanda Gorman, she stepped up on those Capitol steps and gave a very inspiring poem that she wrote. It sounded as if she was Maya Angelou, truly a protege of Maya Angelou. She spoke so eloquently. No matter where you were that day, no matter where you were from, under the sound of her voice, she captivated us. She touched everyone's heart over the air and all that was there. Amanda, you did us proud. You look sensational. You were beautiful. That yellow coat brought out that beautiful, radiant black skin. She was gorgeous, and she spoke so well and touched each and every heart that was there. I tell you, Amanda, we look for you doing great things, but you really did us proud that day, and you're great. They're going to be seeking and searching and following you from this point on, and we look forward for you doing great things, Amanda, all around the world. And speaking around the world, have you heard of this gentleman? His name is Richard Branson. Richard Branson is doing great things. He shot a rocket up to the moon. And now, Sir Richard Branson has a Hydroloop train that will go from the East Coast to the West Coast in a matter of hours. Imagine being in St. Louis and getting to Chicago in an hour. Imagine getting from St. Louis to San Francisco in 2.5 hours. Imagine coming from St. Louis to Florida in 2.5 hours, 3 hours at tops. Boy, this hydro loop train is high definition travel technology, and Richard Branson is doing it. He's making it happen. We're going to keep our eyes on you too, because you are making the move for the United States to be better. All right. Wow. Now it's time for a break. It's nothing like a Coke. I like Coke. Coca-Cola is the real thing. Plus, it really quenches every vet's thirst. Ain't nothing like the real thing. Coca-Cola. Okay. Also, I want to give out those travel pay numbers again. Again, if you're eligible for VA travel claim and reimbursements, you can call. Again, the number is area code 314-652-4100. For general questions, again, call area code 314-652-4100, extension 64220. And any bank-related questions, again, the number is 314-652-4100, extension 64223. That's all for bank-related questions. Extension 64223. For general questions, extension 64220. I'm telling you, a lot of you are eligible for that travel pay, and you need to make that claim so you can be reimbursed for any appointments that you do at the VA hospital. Okay, I'd like to take this time and read this to you. Leaders. There are many of our veterans, service members, and non-service members as well that are leaders. And if you are a leader, this is just for you. Some people define leadership as the ability to obtain followers. Others define it as the ability to achieve. At its core, leadership is influence. As leaders, we will never know who or how you will influence others. But Romans 12:8 gives us a guide. If your gift is to encourage others, be encouraging. If it is giving, give generously. If God has given you the leadership abilities, take these responsibilities serious. And if you have a gift of showing kindness to others, do it gladly, with all of your heart and all of your strength. At this time, I'd like to thank all of my service members, active duty, veterans at large. Thank you for your service. I'd like to thank American Legion Post 77 for doing great things and moving out of Jeffersonburg Cemetery. I salute you all. I'll be back with you very soon. Again, I'd like to thank all of my veterans, active duty members as well. Thank you for your service. I'd like to thank Warren Moss, my brother, for helping me put this podcast together. And of course, we couldn't have did any of this without our own engineer, Michael Dodson. Thank you. And again, thank all of you all. Let's do our part. Veterans, I'm looking for exceptional work from you. Let's work together. And again, I'm a veteran in American Legion. I'm former Army Specialist, Marshall Moss. And I'd like to say thank you for watching our podcast. And goodbye for now.